with the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view looming this Sunday. Triple H!
Welcome to Monday Night Raw! In Houston, Texas for the Elimination Chamber view. Compete. 3 from Raw, 3 from SmackDown to
addition to that, Daniel Bryan will have to turn in Jeff Hardy, Mustafa Ali, Flash inside the Elimination Chamber.
And she has to defend the Raw Women's Championship against the leader.
Successful in that defense against Ruby Riott, against the man, Becky Lynch.
You've been refusing medical staff. If you do not...
I'm gonna be responsible for my actions, Steph.
Oh, wait a minute! Becky Lynch might have more than her leg to worry about. She might have just thrown away.
Go home. You want to get unsuspended? You want to...
She was medically cleared. You know.
Man, crap, just like they did. But the truth is, Becky, you're afraid that at WrestleMania, you will prove...
Oh, is a little too much for Becky Lynch.
In spite of everything that happened last week. Now, Becky did see her doctors this past week.
That Triple H and Stephanie McMahon are gonna have to make the weekend, which is why Becky's suspended and why this match, Corey, is incredibly wildly popular.
Are you crazy? This woman who's missed the opportunities in the past.
At the hands of Ronda Rousey.
All Becky Lynch wants to do is fight.
It's also nice to see you both looking so well.
This thing escalated really quickly. I'm out here, Becky, and I want to apologize to you. You saw your doctors this week. Now she saw her doctors, not ours. Tear, there's no structural damage in your knee. 100% medically clear you. So WrestleMania is on.
This could be one of the greatest matches if...
I knew there was going to be a catch.
No, there's no catch. There's no...
This is a simple thing. The match is apologize.
Apologize to you.
Apologize for what? You wanted me to go...
Okay? Don't be stubborn.
Your whole family has been screwing people over for decades. From that stealing, and nobody is stealing my opportunity. But apologize? Hell no! Take your apology and shove it up your arse.
Hold on! Stop! Enough! Enough! This is not the hill you want to die on. And think about this. Do you want to fight here? You've ever worked for, everything that you fought for. Now, Becky, if telling you is a problem, then I'm not telling you. Will you fight Ronda Rousey? Will you show the world? The choice is yours.
Ultimatum has been issued for Becky Lynch. WrestleMania at stake.
Yeah, but what is this, a Hallmark movie?
Despite what people like Corey say, this team claims...
Or are you throwing me into the stairs? Or sitting through friendship? So all we have to do now is achieve our...
Here tonight on Monday Night Raw, the losing team will be... And we are back live on Monday Night Raw, a triple threat tag team that many believe are the favorite heading into Sunday's...
Physics. Tamina and I are the same size as the other 5 teams combined.
And there are the beautiful tag team titles. Squad. Tamina and Nia Jax, the Boss and Hug. WWE Women's Tag Team Champion. This match tonight presented by Golden Corral.
Closer and closer. Oh, less than a week away from Elimination Chamber.
Position to take on a SmackDown team who will outlast the rest of the teams that will be released throughout the match.
I guess Sarah Logan's going to get in.
And tag made to Sarah Logan. Look at the power of Nia. Sarah, though, lands on her feet. A headbutt by
Jax earlier today to ask her who her biggest threat was in the elimination.
All power and strength. Nobody in that matchup is going to... Whoa! Chamber match, and I'm not sure Morgan's trying to outpower Tamina here. Slam! Jamming Morgan, center of the ring. The impact. Tamina just driving Liv.
Laughing on the outside, just watching these teams pick each other apart.
The chamber first comes Sunday. Nia again. Has to chop the much bigger Jax down. Nia startle drop kick, drops down. Nia Jax. And Nia Jax plows right. And we're back live on Monday Night Raw. Huge triple threat tag team match. The outside forcing the boss into the barricade. Obviously, Sasha's just Ruby Riott just launching Banks into the barricade. Tag anyone into this match, as Liv Morgan just did to Tamina. Maya, and the only one here noticing a pattern, the second week in a row, Sasha, and help her partner.
She's surrounded by medical staff.
Oh, Tamina went for the super. Cover on Tamina. Isn't enough. Kick out by Tamina at 2. And now, legal. The Riott Squad with a double team on Tamina Morgan. And the Riott Squad, who believes they are the team to beat come Sunday. Get this tag team work by the Riott Squad to Tamina. Here's the cover where the Riott Squad debuted a little more than a year ago. In Tamina desperately trying to get back into this matchup. Dragging Morgan into the corner. I'm sorry. Do you believe Nia and Tamina, Corey, are the back becomes? Everyone is going to be gunning to take out Nia and Tamina.
I think Nia welcomes having a target on her back.
And Nia Jax wearing stake on Sunday as Nia goes shoulder.
Was there in first spot.
And here we go now, the Samoan from the top rope. Tamina with a splash.
Go.
Tags herself in. Bayley's legal as well.
The heart of Bayley is
match. Bayley now hanging on both. Liv and Tamina rope.
Bayley sees those tag team championships. They are so.
Bayley right now striking everything that moves. This could be it. Bayley with the elbow. She did it.
Oh, Bayley a ton if she pulls one out again here tonight. Can't you?
Sasha Banks this Sunday. Belly to belly. Changes the complexion of the entire situation. At this point, Nia Jax. Samoan drop to Bayley. Nia Jax wins. Bayley will now enter the Elimination Chamber match on.
They've got size, and now they've got this victory in momentum.
Banks and Bayley, they will be one of the first 2 teams to start the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. You can go to Fastlane, the final pay-per-view before WrestleMania. Absolute disappointment on the face of Bayley.
Well, there's still no coming up here. Where's last kicker's pride stand in her way.
Also tonight, Finn Balor's media began almost a year ago. We will take a look back at one of the nine. Becky Lynch, will she apologize as the WWE?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Becky, something on your mind? Pride is what got you here in the first place. Don't let it get the better of you. It's better to wait and bide your time.
I think apologize.
Look, I'm not the better of the man.
Elias.
On Monday Night Raw, I want to turn this plate.
Rollins got raised. He did it. Rollins defeated Roman Reigns and John. Stop.
Every Monday night.
Rollins has had one of the best.
I want the Universal Championship.
And indeed, Seth Rollins on Monday Night Raw.
What's happening?
Like everything's going wrong all at once?
I guess they're out here to party. Poor Elias. I want to hear this.
You listen. I am the biggest musical act on the worst is that my album was not nominated.
Wait, Elias. Excuse me for interrupting.
Excuse us.
But tonight, we decided we want to walk.
I just need everybody to silence. I used to write songs for you, but then again, anyone here is pretty. But kids, it's not your fault. It's your stupid parents to
Throw on me.
So, what'd you guys think?
I don't think he sucks. They speak for themselves.
Okay. It's like that. Better than me.
Elias, I'm just the dancer of the group.
No, my friend. I see. You think, okay.
Hey.
Okay, all right, hey. I've guitar. Here's Elias's guitar. Why don't you show the world? Hey, lady. I've seen all I need to see. That was pretty good, man. Let me. teach you to interrupt me.
He's the Intercontinental Champion. The almighty type man, Lio Rush.
The almighty Bobby Lashley.
It appears Lashley
and I have been making history since we got up to Raw. We're the first ever women's tag team champions inside the Elimination Chamber match. What it feels like, because we do. We know what it feels like.
There is the Intercontinental Champion, Bobby Lashley.
Finn Balor.
He has developed Universal Championship with Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble.
Make a statement at the Irishman's expense, and the almighty.
Not before Lashley would beat up.
Ascend to the top and deliver a coup de grace.
Pay-per-view event. It's a handicap match. 2-on-1 against Lashley and Lio.
I mean, if you were to go in there and get that pin over Lio Rush, he could be walking out.
Drew McIntyre.
Let's see.
I feel like Drew McIntyre is an issue with everybody here in WWE as of late, but especially.
So if my plans were derailed, I am now carving my own path to
pay-per-view, and
you
see Lashley and Rush up on the apron to McIntyre.
Finn Balor week after week is
packed at WrestleMania. If that means taking out Finn Balor.
Oh, McIntyre upset as well because he believed he was going.
He thought it was a foregone conclusion. He was going to win the Royal Rumble.
As WrestleMania is looming in the future, but Drew McIntyre's been derailed.
As Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush look on. Advantage for Bobby Lashley. Lio Rush fight that. It could be a liability. It could be an advantage. We won't know for sure until Sunday. After a heavy forearm from McIntyre.
Quickness. But from behind again, Rush. And Balor driving McIntyre into the... And Bobby Lashley. And this is going to...
Yeah. Now he's the recipient of a beatdown.
Their attention to Finn Balor.
Remember what Lashley and McIntyre accomplished?
Kurt Angle's back, and now McIntyre and Angle. Kurt Angle now a German suplex to McIntyre.
Good.
He could very well do that. Meanwhile, from behind, Bears right the past few months.
Forgive me, but last week, I believe...
This trio taking out Angle. But here comes the cavalry. McIntyre. And now Lashley.
Bobby Lashley around like that.
Champion today. Headbutt.
Well, it pays to have allies around here.
We are back live on Monday Night Raw. This six-man tag team matchup made official. Comes the Hall of Famer, the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle.
The man we thought.
Finn Balor. And Balor now off the top rope goes right to work. At it earlier as Lashley makes the tag. The damage they did shattering the Elden Day Elimination Chamber.
Well, he's a little worried about what Finn Balor's going to bring to the game.
Well, I think he's...
Championship match. You can't just
He
sit
said
around.
Consider. He didn't say guarantee.
Hey, at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view event, Balor, if he...
Finn Balor will win the... Win the champ.
Another level.
Kurt Angle, German suplex. Delivered to McIntyre, up for the Angle slam, trying to put this one away. And
Drew McIntyre.
And now Angle with the Angle slam.
From any opportunity.
And look at Lashley, the official boom.
Lashley and Baron Corbin, can't deny that.
Remember, Baron Corbin's the reason that Kurt Angle is no longer the jet.
That's your opinion.
And look at Angle. And Corbin catches it with an elbow.
One spot took away the Universal Championship matchup for Braun Strowman.
And here's who can be proud of. Those the words of Bobby Lashley.
Not going to be long for this matchup, I can tell you that much. He's got knocking back. Just put all that extra pressure on the jaw of Angle.
Brady, here comes the Almighty, and he runs into a boot by Angle. Slides in front of Angle to cut off the Angle so Kurt can... Oh, and Drew McIntyre, six-man tag team match. And Balor takes humble event. Oh, and Balor now with a step-up enziguri. Corbin.
Sunday, Balor's going to want to rely on his speed, his agility, his technique.
He, along with Lio Rush, defends the Intercontinental Champion.
Are we going to get this Sunday? I mean, he's been thrilling tonight.
I'm going to go.
Able to land on his feet, backdrop to Lashley. Balor rolls through it,
preemptive
and
strike.
McIntyre goes right after Strowman and pays for it. Uh-oh, Claymore!
Lashley trying to compose himself.
Well, Finn Balor just trying
7 feet in the air, connecting right on the jaw of Strowman.
And nobody home is Balor. Shoulder to the midsection, caught Lashley in the face. Lashley Elimination Chamber. And all that distraction. Face first got Finn, who manages to get his foot on her.
It's the official.
It's a poor call by the official is what it is.
Well, just like you did, but it's the referee's decision. It's John Cone's.
this match will continue.
Oh, thank goodness. We are back live on Monday Night Raw. This is a six-man tag team. Tired during the commercial break, driving Strowman into the WWE of Finn Balor. Well, again, Finn Balor is going to be at a numbers disadvantage Sunday at the of the big man back into the ring, and Balor caught him. And Balor planning. Easy picking as you can look at the smile on the face of Lashley.
You know, Lashley would love to exacerbate the situation as
like
we see.
Feet. Balor double leg takedown. Stopped out of the chest. Somebody pin you. Balor would never do that. Actually looking to drag Finn back to his corner again. Finn Balor with his feet. Trying to claw his way back into this. That's made. And here comes Braun Strowman. And Strowman with a tackle. Orban suffers the same fate. McIntyre going to get himself. Runaway truck.
My favorite part of Monday Night Raw.
Oh, an angle back into the
no. Locked in.
Misses wildly. Strowman will send him over the top rope out for the floor. Bobby. Running power. Top rope. Coup de grace. Pin the Intercontinental Champion.
With the coup de grace connects in Houston, we very well.
Balor, Strowman, and Angle victorious tonight as Braun Strowman was on fire. The
coup de grace connects. Beware Bobby Lashley.
Everybody is clamoring to get in the mix as we here at WWE are.
I've been doing a lot of this. You know, I've been spending as much time. It's actually been very rough to watch. Because, you know, if I'm going to Raw or SmackDown Live, but I know when I'm coming back.
Of Nikki Cross, but do not be confused. This woman can be an opportunity.
Nikki Cross!
Charlie, that's none of your damn business.
You kiss someone's feet.
And her opponent, Rip Chamber pay-per-view event. Ronda will be going to WrestleMania.
Yeah, Ruby Riott said that she's everywhere.
And back here live on Monday Night Raw, it is Ruby Riott.
Because you're looking too far into the future. That could be the situation for Raw Women's Championship.
Unless Nikki Cross can knock off Ruby here tonight.
Nikki Cross
does Ronda Rousey, but I'm going to change the game come Sunday.
Biggest mistake that they'll ever make.
You definitely never want to. I don't even know if that's officially a sleeper.
Well, I think it's some sort of, right?
Yeah.
Nikki Cross is unhinged. This is a woman that does know what she's doing. You cannot sleep on.
What's more important? Making history or cushioning her? It's time for the man to man up. Stop whining and start apologizing.
I think to both of your points from earlier on in this match, Ronda cannot look ahead. But again, you cannot look ahead. You look into the...
Right, somebody who's always been deemed a future Raw Women's Champion. Maybe you go to SmackDown.
Her goals and the goals of her team, the Riotts are...
I'm the next champ. You want to step to me? I'm the next.
Ruby Riott, Ruby trying to hang up. And dropped on the apron by Nick.
As if that was even necessary.
Honestly, here comes the
cross body from Nikki Cross.
Oh, no. Nikki's got Ruby trapped inside the...
Turns things around just like that. There it is.
Riott.
It is. Can Ruby...
Riott made her pay. And the Riott can
Riott be able to take advantage? We'll find out Sunday.
Seth Rollins is here live ahead of his career.
Toe? We'll find out live.
Flair.
Because the Beast has no intention of losing his Universal.
Brock Lesnar. Rollins, Lesnar.
Lesnar in WrestleMania, but what a ride, right? What a ride all the way from running the gauntlet week after week here on Raw, defending it on 6. I was glad to share it with all of you. This was the year when I achieved a childhood dream of mine and punched my ticket and dropped out in the form of Brock Lesnar. Some bad news, and I got some good news. Now, the bad news is, but this pain that I endured from those F5s, and I'm still standing. And if I can stand, a lot of family and friends asked me after those 6 F5s, they said, what is it? WrestleMania is the last match of my career.
Ladies and gentlemen, is Paul Heyman and also heavyweight champion, Barack is not here. Is indeed bliss, but to educate you, and they're not. Do you honestly believe? Come on! Admittedly, sir, if not the best I have ever seen in my entire life. Lesnar is a career killer. Mindset that you will do anything, including suicide mission, away from Brock Lesnar. Seth, ladies and gentlemen, that's not.
You know what, Paul? You're right. Brock Lesnar has held this industry. So I do not care if WrestleMania is a suicide. Paul, I will sell my soul to the devil. I will burn. That is not a prediction. That.
Seth Rollins has always been one of the most dedicated people in this business, but the champion.
Well, with another woman here to make some decisions, Becky.
Between Seth Rollins and this man, Dean Ambrose, the lunatic friend. Ambrose out here to do right now. Seth Rollins obviously not ready to compete.
Defeated Dean Ambrose decisively in the center of the ring on Monday Night Raw.
I only got one thing to say to you. Slay the beast.
Not over the unexpected endorsement we just got from Ambrose for Seth Rollins. Show and Dean Ambrose interrupted. Ambrose and EC3 had a match, and he'd be a player, whether he ends up here on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown. Ambrose and EC3, and Ambrose goes right after EC3 to just about everything he does.
He told me he has otherworldly charisma.
Human money printing machine. Taking it to M3, sidesteps Dean, follows it up with a big clothesline.
Everything about EC3 screams money.
I believe.
She's great. Off the second rope with a missile drop.
Last week.
Yeah, because she has eyes.
Vertical suplex.
Like grip on the trapezius muscle of Dean Ambrose.
Masculinity. Oh! Ambrose does that. Now believes in himself, obviously, and elbow directly to the heart.
Oh my God.
I'm a pop culture expert, Nick.
Okay.
Oh, into the post. He hit the post hard here. Boom, right in the shoulder first. Graph that. EC3 caught him in the shoulder. Ambrose, however,
Got to be careful when you got someone like EC3 as resourceful.
Though, rolls him up, shoulders down. Ambrose got
and learned, I'm sure.
Without having your wits about you at all times.
Well, still to come tonight. Mania.
The moment you apologize is the moment you show weakness. So don't say sorry.
Place in the Raw Women's title match at WrestleMania, right? Like my place at WrestleMania, right?
No!
And you bone in your body.
Anymore. No. They're just gonna see you as the Irish girl that swallowed her.
Remember last week, the Revival won a 4. Roode and Gable will be pushed to the
Raw Tag Team Championship.
Four-corner tag team match last week on Monday Night Raw for the outlet.
It clearly seemed like there was some kind of conspiracy against the Revival. These guys
against Chad Gable. A lot of chatter on social.
You can look up to. It's really simple. Be a good person. Work hard.
Night Express, the Freebirds, among other great tag teams.
Those great tag teams, you got to put a few titles on your resume.
And you can't.
Tweet it out. Chad Gable is next level good. It's been my absolute pleasure.
Very efficiently. And Gable taking advice from the veteran Bob.
This is a good pace for Chad Gable to keep right now. Able to think about.
Roode blocks the right hand.
Look out. Gable on the top rope.
And Gable launched by Roode. High risk for the champions. Roode with a moon. We're back live on Monday Night.
Chad Gable needed to avoid. The Revival have effectively cut the ring in
against the tag team champions. Roode trying to hang on. Bobby Roode, the veteran. Here comes Gable. Chad Gable, now the legal man.
A little bit of that glorious love attached to the athletic ability of this.
Whoa! Suplex by Gable.
Once he paired up with Bobby Roode, his
look at this. Shoulders down. Is it enough to retain? Dawson's so dangerous and physical, and they have been behind the 8 ball. But to your point about frustration setting in,
We know they can go those Iron Man matches.
Gable backed it into Wilder on the outside, and now Gable off the side. Double team off the tag. Wilder, elbow to the chest. Yes. Tag is made. Tag by Dawson. Dawson is legal. Good. Here's Roode. And Bobby Roode. Down goes Dawson. And Roode. Look at it, take out both members. Way. Spine buster. I think Bobby needs to keep his foot on. Backslide, no. Gory special. Team maneuver driving Roode face first. But the glorious wanted by the bodies of the 2 illegal competitors. Could have cost Astor at least momentarily. Roode with a blockbuster. Kept evolving, kept adapting, and nearly escaped with a victory. See him, his weight down on the top rope. Dawson, top rope. Gable taking a matchup, driving Wilder into Dawson. Roode ducks underneath. Both men of the Revival run. And Gable now, tag. Into the corner, ends up on the second rope. By Wilder. The Revival. Yes, tag team matches, absolutely no doubt about that. And finally went to the well once too often and paid for no one better on Monday Night Raw than Dash. Bible, finally they win tag team gold.
Gentlemen, congratulations.
On the new Raw Tag Team Champions, the Revival. Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, around the damn globe. This is good.
With the Raw Tag Team title. A lot of celebrating going down. What does Becky Lynch do? Does she apologize? Becky be heading to WrestleMania? We find out live. We invite you to a very, well... Stephanie gave Becky Lynch the better part of this show here tonight to make up her mind, jeopardized by her refusal to go to the doctor. Now slap across the wrist.
Becky, it's been a long night for all, or not. The choice is yours. Becky, I meant what I said earlier. You, in business and in life, you have to accept the consequences of words. Or are you...
Shut it out. Just dictate your future, right? What do you want?
And I've been getting advice. All these people were chanting, knock them out. If all that's keeping me away... Stephanie, Triple H, I'm path to WrestleMania is clear for me to get my hands on Ronda Rousey, or you, or anyone. No one is taking my...
You're going to WrestleMania.
So there you have it. It is set.
Well then, run!
Let's make this official.
Emotional confrontation between these 2 superstars. Earl is the chairman.
Whoa, hang on, no. That Stephanie is right. That could be one of the greatest men's attitudes. You got a bad attitude. I don't like bad attitude. Sometimes a man has to make tough decisions, okay? And here's, which means, let's see, that suspension runs out. Oh, forget it. We need someone who's going to take Ronda to the limit.
Hail the Queen.
This is insane.
What just happened? Mr. McMahon just...
The conclusion of the match of this year's WrestleMania